So, what I love about what you're doing with us today is you're going to open up the world. There's this whole event that you're a part of, and people get to tune into. Well, I'll let you give all the details about what you are involved in later on this week.
Oh, thank you so much, Carmen. And I'm glad that you talked about where we get our resources because that determines what makes us experts and what makes us educators. Because it's when people talk about something, they need to know the research, they need to know the empirical data. And I love that you keep on abreast, as we both do, on everything because the research keeps changing. And, one of the things we talk about is what is the future like, for CBD? And it's an everyday, ongoing, day to day. I get my knowledge from my natural health sciences education from over 20 years ago, where plants were part of everything, and they still are, and that's what we studied, and all the integrative type of medicines. And from there, it's been nonstop, from patient care, directly seeing what's going on, all the way to doing the presentations and doing the summit that we're going to talk about right now. And you and I want to open up all those resources, and that's why I'm so excited. At the summit, it's going to be November 19th. So I'm very excited. It's starting on Thursday. And I've sent out emails and lots of contacts through Facebook and Instagram on how you can register. I recommend that people register. Not only are you going to learn, you're going to see people from across the whole United States who are experts in this field. They're not just experts in CBD, they're healthcare professionals, they're MDs, they're naturopaths, and they've decided to incorporate. They weren't born CBD. CBD was born into them. And so they are experiencing the same thing I'm experiencing. And the summit, the Green Plant Summit, is going to bring that all to you. If you're interested in natural health, complementary medicines, these are the people I think that you need to be listening to. They come from all walks of life. You were going to see different disciplines, primarily medical field, RNs, physicians, PhDs, and so forth. And the host is John Malanca, who I had an opportunity to record with him for the summit, and really can see the passion behind all of this. He himself, since 2011, he had a story about his father-in-law and how cannabis helped them. And from there, he started the patients group. I'll give you it's called United Patients Group, UPG, and it's where you can get resources, trusted resources on cannabis, hemp, CBD, and so forth. Unfortunately, John's spouse passed away, who was his partner in everything to him, and I could see the passion in the story because I am going to be presenting on cancer. And his spouse, the story behind his father-in-law was about cancer, who survived with cannabis, and his wife, who did not and passed away in 2017. Her name was Corinne. And, I feel a lot of this is in honor of family, and it's very deep. But moving on, he did the sacred plant, and he retired himself from that. And he's now going to be the host of this. So he's going to be interviewing people on CBD. There's going to be athletic recovery. My God, the list is so long. There's over 30 people that are going to be presenting the effectiveness of CBD therapies. Dr. Perlman's going to be talking about pain. We're going to have Dr. Clifton, who's going to be talking about dosing. And, I'm really big on dosing. And my book that's almost out is, covers a big part of dosing. So I'm excited to listen in and hear what she has to say. I will be listening to everybody very attentively because it just adds to our knowledge, right?
And he does, I'm sorry to interrupt, but he also does his own interviews on a weekly basis. And they're really just, you can just listen to them while you work. And that's kind of the habit that I've gotten into because I'm absorbing and learning and listening. And like you said, because he has this network of trusted professionals. And, what I also love about it is that there's different viewpoints and
Absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
get to listen to the different perspectives. It's not just a one-sided conversation, which I think is very important, which is what we try to do in a short, digestible weekly nugget of information. But I'm really excited that you're a part of this, and I can't wait for the next one, to be a part of that one. So,
Yes, it's exciting. Those are the podcasts that your John Malanka does, right? So
yes.
I'll
Yep.
be on the podcast. I'm very excited, and we'll be announcing that as we go.
That's
I'm just glad to be one of those many people that are going to be in the resource because it is a different angle.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do the therapies and the education, and people have different clinics and do different things. So yes, please go ahead and join us. I didn't even touch the surface. There's going to be on arthritic pain, drug testing, travel, and CBD. The
Right.
benefits, the terpenes, what happens in our bodies. As I said, I'm going to be doing the cancer component, ADHD, CBD for children, autoimmune disease recovery, CBD and PTSD. And we know a lot about the mental health because of the clinic. And so I'm very excited to hear what's being done and the research in that area.
Right.
There's going to be one on sex and enhancement of, sexuality and how CBD helps us with that. There's going to be a little bit on the legalities around CBD and hemp. I think that's very important. Heart
Right.
health, stress reduction, exercise, international law. Shall I keep going? Fibromyalgia, eating disorders, CBD.
Wow.
I know. It's like, the package is going to be close to $3,000. And I love that the summit is educating and they're offering that for free. I do think they have a VIP package, which is very minimal and allows you to listen as you go. I kind of recommend that because it's a 3-day nonstop and it's information that we should keep in our pocket.
Right.
Um, During the summit and for November at the office, we're going to be, and on our website, we're going to be offering 20% off of a couple of CBD products that are organic, natural. And I want people to be able, not only when they listen in, to be able to try the products. So, like usual, I'm in love with Bourbon, which is the product, Carmen, that you have founded. And this is what it looks like. It's your roll on. You've heard a lot about this. And I think we're going to be doing stories because I saw you posted a knee story. So maybe next week we can do stories about, how it's helped. Because stories are, for me, everything.
Right. It's
And also,
paramount.
yes,
It's
absolutely.
paramount,
Absolutely.
to just to hear it.
Yeah, it's relatable and people can understand and everybody has their story and they can say, oh, that's me. And then
Right.
the other product is the Aspirin Green. It's the organic hemp CBD. And that you can access those on our website at insightforwellness.com under shop CBD.
Okay.
And there's code Dr. Cat, November 2020, for those who want
Okay.
to call in and get the discount.
I think I'm able to put that link. There's a specific link that you sent me. Is that
Oh,
the one?
link to the summit. That's for
Okay.
people to register for free.
Great.
Um, and that you can register now and hold your seat. I think that's very, even if if you can't make it at that second, there's full days. And if you do a VIP, you'll be able to listen, as you go, which is really.
Right. Yeah. I think it's really incredible that John and his team have put this together. I'm so excited that you're a part of it. It's so funny that we did not put two and two together. That I, you know, I just kept referring to the summit, and you just kept referring to the summit. We were actually talking about the same one. But I think also for everyone that is listening to the podcast, I think it's important to note that there's no pitches. People are not going to be selling to you
Oh,
on this summit. I think that is so critical and very cool, is that this is truly about having the access to all of these different experts about hemp CBD and cannabis all in one summit, and you're not being sold to. I think that's really important.
Yeah, and it offers the opportunity for people to listen and try. But yes, this is all. um, objective, educational information from the heart. People like ourselves, we're very excited about what CBD has to offer in the forefront. I'm excited for myself as a cancer survivor. I was just told this Friday that I have to continue medicine for another 5 years. Blew my mind. My weekend was like, but
Oh,
CBD is everything for
right.
me. And you'll hear more about why when I present. And so, if I missed my daily CBD preventative dose, starting with the medicine, I will not, twice a day, every day. And it makes me feel that I got an extra coat. I have an extra coat of protection. And
Right.
so it's important for myself, the stories, and everybody who's involved. But in
Yes.
natural health, Carmen, most people start with conventional medicine, but something happens in their life that they recognize that they need integrative, something different. And they've had so much success, with this beautiful green plant that it changes you. And you understand so much that there is healing that's not just conventional, that it does include nature and all that nature has to offer. And so everybody's story is purposeful. And that's what I love about having summits like these.
Right. Right. No, it's very exciting. And, I hope that everyone does take this to heart. This is a really wonderful way to access so many different experts all in one, space of time. The summit is starts on the 19th, and is it how many days?
It goes through the 22nd of November.
The 3 full days of access to CBD experts, including our own Dr. Cat.
And we are passionate because we're excited about this, what the future has. You and I have been seeing it for a long time. And
Yeah.
it did start when we were on the board of the Cancer Foundation. And I remember when you were starting your product, and I was using CBD in the office, and we're like, oh, we're both doing the same thing. And
Right.
we had our quest to help cancer survivors, in the
We
foundation.
still do, you
CBD.
know, right?
Yeah.
We still do.
Yeah.
For everyone that is maybe looking to connect with you and your team, you've got Veronica, a CBD educator. You've got Michelle. She's also a nurse. I mean,
Mhm.
well, they're both nurses. And so I would love to also, like we do, we try to just make sure that we are helping people connect with you if they have more questions, if they need consultations. I see your beautiful sign in the background. So, how do they connect to you?
They can call the office 925-216-3510, and or they can go on the website at insightforwellness.com, and there's a contact us there. You just leave your information and somebody will get back with you. Our phones are busy, and if we try to answer live, but if not, leave a message and be specific about the question that you want to ask so that we can prioritize and gear to your response on the phone.
Great. Anything else?
I don't know.
I just want to make sure that we we get this information. I'm really excited about the summit. I really highly recommend, especially for folks that are a little bit confused and they want more information, and who are these people? Who are these experts? I think it's such a great way to learn who they are and learn from them.
Right, and that's for the summit. And yes, at the center we do the consultations. So if you have a question on the summit, you can call us and we can consult you and help you. So yeah, thanks, Carmen. I knew there was something else there.
That's great. Well, I think we are going to wrap it up for today.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for staying with us, for tuning in each and every week. And we, again, apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning, but that's live. Thank you, Dr. Kat.
Thank you, Carmen. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.